Right guys, so today's video, what I'm going to be doing, hopefully, nice little upgrade to this van. What I've just bought from Amazon, just been delivered there this afternoon, is this nice centre armrest which is going to go there. So stay tuned and watch, and hopefully I'll get that fitted. I'm hoping it's going to fit, but we'll sharp see. Right, so the first thing to do, I had a quick look at this last night before I ordered that. So we'll flip this side forward like that. Slide it forward. Now if you can see at the back, we've actually got a zip down here. If you get under there, you can unzip that, and that then gets into this back. There's not much in there, just a big space. I don't know if you can see that. I'll just shine the torch in so you can see everything in there. Now there's a piece of metal there. This bit here, that's where the bracket for the armrest is actually going to bolt onto, hopefully. So I'll get this slot out the packet, I'll show you what it all comes with, and then we'll get cracked on. So here's all the bits and bobs what you get with it. Obviously there's the armrest, that's the actual bracket, what will fit in there and fix the metal bit on the van. Little plastic cover which will go in there when it's all done. A few different U-bolts and bits and pieces depending on how you're going to fit it. So I'll have a look and I'll do a few measurements and stuff. I've got a car with a centre armrest in, and I worked out that you want to be roughly from like the base of your seat in there. I think it's about 290mm up to the top of your armrest roughly. So I'm going to sort of position it in place and see where I think that bracket needs to go. So what I'm going to do to make my life easier, I'm going to work it out like on this side, because obviously it's symmetrical both sides, but it's easier to work out this side than be leaning over here working it all out. So I'm going to get a bit of masking tape on, just put on there and sort of work out roughly where that wants to be to give us the 290mm from the base of the seat up to there. So I reckon that's roughly 290 from the base of the seat, give or take, and then I've deducted the distance from the top of that to the centre there, which is about 50mm. So I reckon that is about where the bracket, if I can find the bracket, where on earth I put that? Well, I've lost it. Oh, here it is, right in front of us. That's where I reckon this piece here needs to come through, about that sort of height. So I'm going to now have a look on the inside of this seat and see what the metal works like, and see if I can find like a reference hole or something that can match to the other side, and then hopefully should be easy to get it sorted out where it needs to go. So I reckon I press on there and I felt on the back and lined it up. I reckon it's just below this hole there. I don't know if you can see, I put it across with marker pen. Just below there is where that like the rod bit needs to come out. So that will be on this side. There's the hole there, so it'll be just about 10mm below there. That's where I reckon it needs to come through. So I reckon, looking at these holes here, we can probably use some of these holes to fix this on. I'll just feed a bolt through there. So that hole there, and then we can probably get one through there as well. Yeah, through those two. It's raised this up about 5mm to where I thought it would be, but I don't think 5mm's neither here nor there. It's them two there what we're using. That one there and that one there. I think I'll use some different bolts there, quite long. I'll have some little ones in my store cupboard and some penny washers and things. Obviously we've got to do it on the other side. But I think what we'll have to do is, obviously, next thing, just need to put a hole through there. This will have to be mounted on the outside of that frame, and a hole coming through here. So I think I'll do that next, get it marked and get a hole put through there. It's always a bit risky doing this, isn't it? Marking things and putting holes through in case you get it wrong, but hopefully it's going to be alright. So there's my mark where I think the centre wants to be, so I'm just going to mark through that circle there onto the fabric or whatever it is behind, and I should be able to fold that back and see where I need to put my hole through. Actually, what I've noticed when I've marked that black fabric stuff is just, let's see if I can show you a bit loose there, and there's actually a hole, like a slot through it, so just push that back behind and actually marked onto this foam stuff there, you see, that's where that sits. So now I know the hole's just a little bit below there. I don't know if there's a special tool for this, but I've just used my good old pussy screwdriver and I've managed to push it through where I think it has to come through, so no turning back now. We've got a hole through the side of my seat. Right, what I'm going to do now, there's my hole there. I'm just going to, I'll get this torch out the way of it. I'm just going to put that on over the hole, like that. Turn that torch off because it's just casting shadows. That should be right. I'm just going to mark, get that centre on there, and I'm just going to mark around that with my pen. Yeah, that's roughly marked around there. Now I'm going to try and just cut the hole out a little bit. Maybe I'll keep it a little bit tight so it presses over this fairly tight. I'll cut it out somewhere near just to get, so I can get this pushed through. There we go, a little hole through there. Hopefully that'll push through carefully from the other side. As you say, I'd use a combination of my scissors and my knife. I'm sure there's probably a better tool that'll do it, but I'm going to try now and feed that through. I see that as the foam. Oh no, there's a hole in the foam anyway, just off the screwdriver, that'll open up. So I'm going to try and feed this through from the back now. I'll put my finger through there so I can actually feel the metal plate. There we go. Right. Well, that's not so bad, that's through. I'll have to get some nuts and bolts now so I can get that bolted in. So here I've got some 8x20 hex head bolts, some nylock nuts and a couple of penny washers, 13mm ratchet, 13mm spanner. Hopefully all I need to get this fixed on the back. So there I've got the bottom bolt on and nut, but further up here on that hole, get that torch in there, where it's going to come through is like a little tab on there what's getting in the way, so I'm going to get that cut off. So there's that little tag out the way, a little bit brutal. I didn't manage to cut it off, I just grabbed it with some grips and snapped it off. It's still a little bit on there, but enough to get the bolt through, and that'll press down when I get the nut on and the washer and tighten it down. Right, so there's that all fixed in there, so now I'm just going to get this all pulled back around and zip back up. So there's that bar through, so now I've just got to fit this armrest. It just fits on through there, and then there's this stud screws up into there like that, into the bottom, and that's what this piece hits on to adjust like the height up and down. That goes in with the 6mm Allen key, so we need to get this on first. Like that. Just a little bit further, that's it. And then we've got to get in there. Might be a bit fiddly. quite see where it's going. I'll grab my torch and have a little. Ah, there it is. I need to go in a little bit more, that's it. Right, it's fiddly this bit. I can't quite see where I'm going. There, that looks better. No. There, that's going. Get that in and get it nipped up. Right, hopefully that arm will come down, and then with this roller, yeah, adjust the height. Right, it's ideal. That should go back, so I'm just going to slide me seat back now and see how everything sits. Hopefully I've got this height about right. Right, that's all in and done. Quite happy with that. Sits about right. I think when I measured it's a little bit higher than what I thought, but it's perfectly fine, and it folds back into there. Okay, if I don't want it, I'll just clip that last little clip thing in there to cover. But yeah, I'm quite happy with that, and a bit more comfortable on me longer journeys now. So anyway, thanks for watching as always, and don't forget to like and subscribe. There'll be more to come. Thanks very much. I'll see you on the next one.